Today I will teach you how to play claw. I have been playing claw for over 2 years now, and as a controller player, learning to play claw can help you a lot. It can make you a lot better mechanically and as a player. And switching to claw is easier than you think. So I have divided this video into a few different topics that are all very important and will make the learning experience easier. Also, I have officially joined Zen. Zen is a big Fortnite org, and they have a lot of different Fortnite creators and even pro players. And I am now officially representing Zen as a content creator. So big shout out to Zen. Okay, so for the disclaimers, you can play claw on any console or PC as long as you're just playing on a controller. Also, it doesn't matter what kind of controller you have. I'm playing on a standard PS5 controller, and you don't need any attachments or a pro controller. You can play claw on any controller, and you don't need to be a pro player or be extremely good at the game to play claw. Claw is meant to help you become better, so don't be scared to learn claw. And to make the tutorial easier to understand, these right here are the bumpers, these on the back are the triggers, the right side are the face buttons, the left side is the D-pad, and obviously you have your two joysticks, and then I also have a touchpad on the PS5 controller. So those are all the names of the buttons you have on your controller. So what even is claw? Claw is when you hold your controller differently, and there are a lot of different types of claw. But the most popular one and the one I'll be teaching you guys is right hand claw. With right hand claw, you can press your right side face buttons easily, so you never have to take your thumbs off the joysticks. And it opens up a lot of possibilities for new keybinds, which can really help you improve as a player. Which is the main reason a lot of people play claw. They want to get better and they don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on pro controllers that break every 3 months. So how do you play right hand claw? First off, this is how most people hold their controller normally, with their index fingers resting on the triggers. And if you would try to make your right index finger touch the face buttons, it's actually very hard. And that's because you don't have the right hand placement. Having the right hand placement when playing right hand claw is very important. It's a deal breaker. If you're not holding the controller right, you're not going to be able to play claw. So how do we fix this? First off, when you're playing right hand claw, you're going to be pressing your right bumper with your middle finger, not your index finger. Also, you're not going to be holding your controller in your palm. You're going to be holding it more with your fingers. As you can see, my right hand placement is a lot different from my left hand. And it's a lot easier for me to bring my index finger to the face buttons. A lot of people like to twist their wrist, which makes it even easier to press the face buttons. But as you can see, there's a huge difference between my right hand and my left hand, and it's all because I'm holding my controller a little different. As you can see, when I grip my controller when playing claw, there's a huge difference. When I play claw, I hold the controller more with my fingers than my palm, so I'm able to twist my wrist. But when I fully grip the controller like playing normally, I'm not able to play claw as easily. And it might not seem like much, but your hand and wrist placement is very important. If you're not holding the controller right, it's not going to be comfortable. And everyone's a little different, so you need to find your own comfortable position. A lot of people twist their wrist way more than me. I don't twist my wrist as much, and I don't fully grip the controller like I do with my left hand. So your first step to learning claw is finding a comfortable position for your wrist and hand. A position where you can press the face buttons without hurting your hand or fingers. At first it's gonna feel weird and a little uncomfortable, but that goes away quickly. Just make sure it's not super uncomfortable. If it is, it means you're doing something wrong. And a lot of people think claw will hurt your hands. For me personally, I never had any issues or any discomfort. But I also have the right hand and wrist placement. So if you're not holding your controller right, you might have some discomfort. So if you're having any discomfort or pain, just take a break, stretch your hands, and make sure you're holding the controller the correct way. So now that you know how to play claw, the next thing that you're gonna need are claw settings. When playing claw, you can optimize your keybinds more efficiently. And one of the main reasons people play claw is so they never have to take their thumbs off the joysticks. So I play right hand claw and I jump with X, which is very easy for me to press. My crouch is right stick, which is also very easy to press. And my sprint is touchpad. My switch mode is my left stick. And switch mode is a very important keybind, because in Fortnite you want to be fast and you have to spam your switch mode a lot, especially if you want to pull out your shotgun quickly after building. So make sure your switch mode bind is easy to press, because once you get good at the game, you're gonna be pressing this bind a lot. My edit keybind is triangle, and I chose triangle because that's where my index finger just rests naturally when I'm playing claw. So triangle is very easy to press for me, and because it's easy to press, it allows me to edit fast on controller. So I'll quickly go through all of my keybinds. You can pause the video and copy them, but with my keybinds, as I explained, I have optimized them to my liking and to my strengths. I use triangle to edit because it's easy for me to press. I use switch mode on my left stick because it's easy to press. It just makes sense. So if you want to learn my keybinds, they are actually pretty good. I have been using these keybinds for like a year and I never changed them because they're so good. And here are my controller settings just in case you wanted to copy these as well. I'll just quickly go through them. My build mode sensitivity is 2.1. It's the same with edit. I keep these the same so I'm more consistent. My look and vertical speeds are 41% with advanced options. I don't use any boost or look dampening time. I use some boosts for ADS sense though. I play on linear with 100% aim assist and my dead zones are at 5 and 7%. Well, that's because I have no stick drift, so you have stick drift, just make them a little bit higher. And these are pretty good settings for controller as well. I have been using these for a long time. I have hit Unreal with these settings multiple times. So now that you know how to play claw and you have the right keybinds, the next step is practicing. At first, I would suggest you go into a 1v1 map and just free build and get used to the binds, because you have to learn whole new different binds and you have to get comfortable with playing claw. So it's not gonna be easy. So take it slow and start off simple. Do some 90s and do some simple edit drills. A good way to practice is definitely using slow motion. You can find slow motion in my 1v1 map, and slow motion can definitely help you with getting used to claw. And this is a good way to practice. And you also need to be patient. You're not gonna learn claw perfectly in 1 hour, but it's also not gonna take you 5 years to learn claw. You just have to be consistent and you have to be practicing. And if you want to learn claw as quick as possible, definitely don't just go straight into games and keep losing and waste your time. Go into creative first and get used to playing claw. Another good map you can use, which has everything you need to practice and get used to claw, is my practice map. In this map you can do edit drills which are good for practicing and getting used to claw. And you can also practice your piece control and your fighting skills. And trust me, everything's gonna feel a lot different to you once you start playing claw. Even your aim is gonna feel off, but with time you're gonna get used to it. So I want to quickly give you guys some tips that can help you learn claw faster. First tip is hand placement is super important. Find the right hand placement so you can feel comfortable while playing. Second tip is don't rush it, take your time, and don't give up. Learning claw is not that hard. The first couple hours are definitely the hardest. And just remember why you're even learning claw. It's so you can get better and improve as a player, and it's not gonna happen in one day. But in the long run, you can definitely become a lot better if you're playing claw. And tip number 3 is consistency. You're never gonna learn something if you're not consistent. Learning claw might seem hard at first, but with time, you're definitely gonna get it down. And last but not least, have fun and subscribe. I always try to bring you guys high quality content. I focus quality over quantity, so subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And comment down below if you already play claw or you're just now learning claw. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for all the support. And I really appreciate you guys, everyone who comments, everyone who likes. So thank you guys very much. And I will see you guys next time.